Bonjour everyone, welcome to another episode. We're going to do a little showcase today once more. Today's subject is going to be 1/64 scale M2 machines. I'm going to be showcasing a few of my favorites, and there's definitely going to be alternate episodes because this is a fraction of the total M2 machines that I have in my collection. I've been collecting them for probably the better part of 10 years. So I'll show off some of the models that really are in some of my favorite items in my collection, as well as a couple cool castings that I enjoy that have several variations, which I'm going to show you a few of. So without further ado, we'll give it a start. So basically, I'm going to start off with some older castings from M2. First one I'm going to show you is out of the Detroit Muscle series, and is going to be a 2019 release. So we are talking about the 1969 340 Barracuda. So this specific car has a little bit of story behind it, as I picked it up for the first and foremost reason that my dad's first car was a 74 Plymouth Duster in yellow, a bladed 318 with a 4-speed. So I saw this one. It's not the same exact body style and whatnot, but fairly close. And yeah, the look of it as a whole is something I really enjoy. I like the steel wheels with the dog dish cap in the middle, as I've said on other videos. This specific one basically has a nice mustard yellow color with the side stripe and the 340 emblem for the 340 cubic and inch engine on that front fender. Nice detailed cap. Got the fuel cap, and you've got the nice side markers. I always like the little M2 boxes because you actually get a little window front and back to look at the front detail as well, which, as you can see, looks really good. Lens headlamps, inserted grills, separate bumpers. This is limited to 6,880 pieces worldwide. Give you a little peek of the rear. Now I keep these in box because I find them actually very easy to store, as well as very practical at protecting against all kinds of fur, hair, dust, and anything else that could land on it. This one has really good engine detail as well. I'll attempt to give you an in focus glimpse of. It's probably going to be the best we can do, but yeah. So you got the blue painted head and block. You've got the orange air cleaner with looks to be a nice, very nice detail. Can't really see the interior too much, but all black interior, well molded, good details. Definitely one that I do enjoy. Sorry about that. Out of the same series, the Detroit Muscle, and keeping it in the Mopar, we have the 71 Plymouth Cuda with the 446 pack. Again, get a glimpse of that little 440. The orange block, very hard to see here, but hood doesn't open as wide as the other one seemingly. But yeah, so black with some nice accessories as well. Let's try and get this into focus here. There we go. white raised letter tires, color coded wheels with the chrome hubcaps. 71 marks the advent of the quad headlamp and the new grille design for the Cuda. Rear stayed sensibly the same, slightly different, but altogether very similar to the previous model year. Again, same type of details. These are metal on metal cast, rubber tires, opening hood, opening doors. This one has a nice tan interior, which you can get a little glimpse of here. But I do prefer the 70 to the 71. I prefer the single headlamps as opposed to the quad headlamps, and the grille that's a little bit less intricate. But this one basically, you know, looks mean. Like the hood pins, 446 pack decal on the hood, and got the nice little Venetians on the rear window there. Just a cool little 70s touch. So definitely a cool little model. I do enjoy that. Another Mopar that I wanted to show you, but out of a different series. Oh yeah, by the way, it's the same series, so we've got the same number of units produced worldwide, 6,880. So these were both picked up at the same time. Next one I'm going to show you, Dodge Charger Daytona Hemi with that nose cone, pop-up lights, big rear wing, number 64, two-tone paint, kind of a mustard yellow on top, black on the bottom, color-coded steel wheels, nice little graphics, Mr. Gasket, the 426 cubic inch decal on the hood, which was common practice in NASCAR in the 70s and 60s and late 50s. Not a big NASCAR buff, but you know, I like the vintage NASCARs very much. So rear is really nicely done. Can you see the Charger script in between the two lens taillights? Again, that big wing, really high, so as to make sure there's enough room to clear the trunk opening. If ever you guys are wondering if there was any other reason than aerodynamism to add that huge wing, and of course increase downforce, ergo increase stability and top speed. Front is kind of hard to see since the bottom of the car is black, but yeah, pretty iconic car. Again, opening hood, opening doors, very nice model, simple black interior. Doesn't have a roll cage or anything from what I can see here. So yep, same year release, 2019. You can see all the licensing and everything. Very nice one. This one's limited to 7,000 pieces worldwide. Mind you, I don't really collect chase pieces from M2. If I do find a chase piece, I will pick it up most of the time. But they're more going to be to use in trades or things of the sort. So you won't see any chase pieces today. Really just your basic vehicles that I find that the style is really nice. Let's see. So next one I'm going to show you, released a year later, so 2 years ago, 2020. Ford Crestline Victoria in the turtle wax packaging. Not a whole lot of turtle wax sponsoring on the car, which I kind of appreciate, but you do have that tiny little turtle on the front fender. Great shine to this metallic two-tone paint. Really nice. Love the wheel setup on this. It's very hot rod from the 60s. you know, with the side pipes slightly lowered, white wall tires, chrome steelies, but body lines being pretty much left alone. Nice little interior. Front end is pretty nice. I love the cars from the 50s. It was really excess, lots of chrome. You know, this was not at the point where American auto manufacturers were actually going through the rear fin wars or anything like that, so it's pretty discreet. We're talking about the rear elevation of these, and unfortunately there is a crack on the acrylic case. That's all on me. That's what happens when you drop one of these. Fortunately, the car is a-okay. Door opened, but you know, it's not a big deal. There you go. Close again. Yeah, this is a style of car that I really enjoy, and kind of customization I really enjoy. You get to see another similar one. So as you can see, going from 2019 to 2020, they did change the placement of the production number. So 5,000 for this one. Just picked up at a Walmart. Yeah, speaking of those big fins that I was talking about, let us check out one that actually does have really big fins. Plymouth Belvedere, 1958. So this is the car that stars as Christine in the movie of the same name. But in this case, we're talking about a period drag race setup. So got the Crestline logo on the doors. Mopar box art, very colorful. I love this shade of blue. It's not quite like a grabber blue, a little bit darker, but you know, we've got that full drag setup on white walls, which is kind of weird. First and foremost, the front wheels would be what you probably have as a street setup, and you have on the rear what seems to be like cheater slicks on steelies, which is really cool. It's kind of set up I really like, and you will see it pop up once or twice again in inside this showcase. But yeah, you got that white stripe going down the body. Front end at time of release was not something that made people super fond. People tended to like the Chevys and the Pontiacs a little bit more, as well as the Fords and the Mercurys. But this Plymouth, to me, especially when you look at the rear, is very representative of the styling cues at the time. Look at that! Look at those rear fenders there, fender wings. Lots of chrome, which I'm happy wasn't deleted or painted white to you know, represent like fiberglass replacement parts to reduce the weight of the car. So it seems like a full weight drag car. Yeah, very enjoyable to look at, especially with the colorful packaging. It's a nice car. Put that right here. Get a little less monochrome in the background. Pardon me. Next one I'm going to show you. This one, I really like the vintage / retro feel of this one. This was also 2020 release. I was lucky actually, because I was shopping around at Walmart for just checking out what was on the pegs. It was another collector. They're specifically hunting for chases and supers. Stumbled upon this one while I was looking at something else, and he kind of just approached me and said, "Hey, this is the only one that's on the shelf of this one. Something that interests you, because it doesn't really interest me." I grabbed it because I love 50s cars, as you can start to see from the background here. These older cars. So this is a 57 Merc Turnpike Cruiser, and I love the box art, the Mercury dream car design. See the lines of the the roof are very unique, going down that C-pillar. Very very different. Really cool Continental kit on the back. Honestly, not really sure what that little chrome thing on the back is. Honestly, is it a spotlight or something like that? If anybody knows, you can definitely let me know in the comments, because I'm really not sure. But front end very stately, very nice paint colors as well, with the slight goldish bronze accents and the gloss black. Lots of chrome detailing. Again, white walls. Can't go wrong with white walls, especially wide white walls like this. Nice chrome hubcaps, or reproduction of them. And don't really see a whole lot, but inside, two-tone white and lipstick red vinyl looking pleated interior. Very cool, very 50s. Very hard to see the dashboard there, but yeah, dashboard's black, so it's gonna be kind of hard to see anyways. So very cool car, very cool car. Love that rear end is very interesting to look at. Really big stop lamps in the bumper, plus the ones on the winglets. Not the biggest winglets I've seen, definitely, but not a record. But it's definitely, you can't mistake the era or the decade in which this car was produced. So let's continue on. Something a little bit different. All right, so this one I actually picked up last year. And this is a series I did enjoy, but I didn't pick up the whole series, or even if I did have the opportunity through a couple of visits to my local disappointment. Shout out Donna's Diecast. This was really the one that I wanted in the pack, and I was fortunate enough to stumble upon it once. And that's all I needed for it to actually end up in this collection. So these are the NHRA 70-year commemorative cars and National Hot Rod Association. And this is the good old square body Chevy Cheyenne Super 10. No hood. Turbo dump pipe on that big V8. I think it's an LS. Could be wrong, but I think it's an LS. Very cool. Very, very cool. I love it when they do engine swaps. M2 are really good at this, doing engine swaps, and the drag setup on this one is really cool. It'll be hard to see in the back, but really fat tires in the back. Yeah, you can't really see anything there, but you know, your typical square body back, lowered. Seems to be short bed, fleet side, red interior. NHR, big NHRA logo on the back. Some cool art on the box cover. And there's your front view. Front view is really what got me on this. Black wash on the grille looks great. You know, nice Chevy logo in gold. Well detailed. You know, it just looks so menacing without the hood. And those red turbos on top. So, yeah, definitely a nice one. Nice one. This is one that I actually also, I think it was the last release of Detroit Muscle for 2021. I actually picked up the whole set. There's a couple I've already traded for other pieces I was looking for, older ones. But I wanted to just show off one of the inclusions in this set. It's the Detroit Muscle set again, or Detroit Muscle set. This Ford Torino Cobra, very stock looking in Hugger Orange. You can see their striking power. Cobra 429 drag pack. An old ad in the back, which I'm a sucker for, the vintage ads, be it Greenlight vintage ad cars or the vintage ad carded M2s that I do have a nice collection of, and I'll definitely showcase in a future video. Torino, be it the Torino like this, Torino Cobra, Torino GT, Talladega, and the Ranchero. Oh, this, I find they had a really nice style. I think Chevy did kind of have the upper hand, but this specific, the Torino like this, does remind me of the Australian Ford Falcon XA GT coupe. Well, Ford Falcon XA basically. Fastback design, which is really cool. Got the rear window louvers again. Black hood pins. I mean, the 429 CJ is it's a legendary engine. I think that besides the side oiler 427 used in NASCAR, you can't really get better than a 429 Cobra Jet engine, Ford engine, within the Ford lineup at least. Yeah. Find those in Ford Boss 29 Mustangs, which is pretty much my favorite Mustang of pretty much of all time, I think. So now we're going to go into a casting for which I want to show you two variations, very similar but at the same time pretty different. And tell me what you think. About the light customization of each, and you know, which one's your favorite. So I'll start with the older of the two. So out of the Auto Meets collection, and this specific one out of 2019, and this was the first casting I picked up of this car. And I mean, I saw it and I jumped on it right away, and I think I may have saw it one more time after that. They're seemingly pretty sought after. They were pretty sought after at the time. Don't know if that's still the case, but there you go. Cadillac Series 62, the 59 Cadillac, with the world record highest fins on a production car. I mean, you see that rear end or that front end, there is no mistaking what you're looking at. Especially the front end. If you're a Ghostbusters fan, I mean, you know who you're going to call, right? Alright, so if we look a little bit more in detail, we've got similar to that Turtle Wax Crestline that I showed just earlier. Got the same type of wheel setup. These are Steelies though instead of hubcaps. Chrome Steelies, wide white wall tires, all the chrome. Again, the side pipes, the lake pipes. Actually, looking at this one a little bit more in detail, I see that they are probably functional side pipes, since there's no additional exhausts, unless the exhaust came out under those twin bullet taillights there, and the aperture surrounded in red that are below. I think that's where the original exhaust was, but I don't know. Normally they do the side pipes, and they also have the rear exhaust there to add a flamer kit in the 60s, so I don't know if that would be the case. Interesting detail, you have the blue roof and the two-tone white and blue interior on this one, which I find is a pretty cool contrast. Normally blue and black visually don't go very well together, but at the same time, and in addition to the box that's also black and blue. I mean, looks pretty good. It's kind of like a mild custom. And so again, no surprise here. You know, I already told you I show you a variation of the same casting, which is this one, which was released last year. So same vehicle, but different style. In this case, we've got the American Racing or Krieger style 5-spoke chrome wheels with the red line tire. A little bit difficult to see the red line there, but it is there. No side pipes on this one. Same rear end details. Nice Cadillac packaging. Definitely something that's enjoyable. 7,250 pieces worldwide. Did forget to mention on the Torino there was 6,250. On the previous Caddy 7,000, and on that drag square body 9,600. The drag truck being a Walmart exclusive. So yeah, really nice car, but really simple color variation, a little bit less custom, no two-tone, and sportier set of wheels with different style tires. So let me know which one you like best. I'm kind of torn, honestly. Which is why I have both. Very rare, as mentioned in previous videos, that I actually collect color variations. But if I really like the casting, I sometimes do so, especially when they're very different one from the other. I'll demonstrate this through the last couple cars I'm going to show you today. So they're all the same casting. I'll show them to you one by one, pretty quickly. So going from the first to the last that I acquired, last to the first that I acquired. So most recently, casting I really enjoyed. I picked up this hot rodded 57 TriFive Chevy. This is a 150 handyman station wagon. Tempted to say Nomad, but it's not a Nomad. Flame job. You've probably seen this in alternate review videos that by people that collect them too. So this is really the 55 and 57 Chevys are really iconic cars for me from the 50s style wise. Do love all denominations and especially station wagons. So this one is like a hot rod style with the black wall tires. Again, those Krieger / torque thrust style wheels. Really nice gloss, slightly pastel yellow with the flames going from white fading to red with the blue outline. Black interior. Yeah, most recent pickup of this, and you have here 8,400 pieces worldwide. Chevy box art with some flames coming out the side. Nice box artwork as well. Second variation of this that I picked up. I think this is probably it. Yeah, that's definitely it. So I was fortunate enough in the NHRA set exclusive to Walmart from a year prior, so 2020. Oh, and I just noticed them two stickers actually not stuck the right way around, which is pretty funny. 7,000 pieces worldwide as opposed to 9,600 for the Silverado. Chevy sedan delivery on this one as opposed to the handyman wagon. Obviously, big difference being there's no rear windows on this one. It's got white seats, a gold version of those same 5 spokes. But on the back, we've got some black steelies. So kind of like a cheater slick drag setup. Cool NHRA liveried and show and go. Here's what's on the door. Very cool. Very cool. Winter Nationals. It's cool because the 2020 series of this, actually, I believe I have somewhere the Camaro as well, the drag Camaro. I may have traded it though. I'm not sure. But each had a specific race associated to the model in question. So yeah, so this one I really like. Out of all of these, I think I'm gonna pretty much show them almost to you in order of preference, from one to the other, although it was unknowingly when I started this video. But yeah, really nice two-tone, blue top, gloss white bottom, just regular enamel paint. Yeah, really looks very drag car-esque. So after that, I'm gonna show you. Yeah, so this is probably actually my favorite one. This is the Maui & Sons liveried, again, 150 handyman station wagon. So you can see that there's windows in the rear. This one is definitely, and the 150, the Chevy 150, if ever you're wondering, this was the base model denomination. You had the 150, the 210, and then the Bel Air. So the 150 was something that was really meant for more for commercial use. So, you know, like a shop truck, or, you know, electricians, plumbers, hardware stores, or whatever, you know, really like a business would operate these as a business vehicle or a business fleet. Ooh, a little crack on the acrylic there again. Again, I'll take ownership for that. So there we go. So body style still the same. Actually, exactly the same as the flamed one that you see right up here. This one is weathered. Well, weathered, not really weathered. More like it's got a little wash on it, basically, to make it look dusty. It's got the steel wheels with the chromed hubcaps. Surfboard on the top with Maui & Sons logo on the hood and on the surfboard, as well as a little script on the side with the shark logo for that clothing company. Maui & Sons, I'm also anxious to find in store the Ford Econoline that just came out of this, because it's got the same type of treatment, a little accessory on the top and everything. And I really liked, I think I mentioned I really like weathered vehicles and whatnot. So, all right, and this one was limited to 6,000 pieces, if ever you're curious to know. Last but not least, last variation of the 57 Chevy wagon would be this police liveried 210 station wagon. This one has a lot of cool features. Obviously, it's a police car, so you do have the cherry on the roof. You've got the projector light on the hood. Got the nice radar patrol, traffic division lettering. Same wheel setup as on the Maui & Sons version. This one, though, is a 4-door. So, as you can see, it's a 210 as opposed to a 150. So 150 is the base model, 210 is a rung above, basically. So it's going to be better equipped. It's going to be like the, you know, as an intermediate level trim. It's going to be a little bit more equipped, a little bit more luxuriously finished, but still something that's going to be fairly, you know, average. More meant for families, you know, modest families. And yeah, then you get into the Bel Air with you know, fender skirts and all the features and everything like that. Speaking of features, my favorite features on this one: check your speed with the actual radar on top, showing the speed the motorist is doing. Hopefully he doesn't get a ticket for 30 miles per hour, but yeah, definitely something. And I highly doubt if the in 1957 or 1958, or highly doubt that many cars would be able to hit the 90 miles per hour. It's indicated on there. Very nice, very nicely rendered. So yeah, that would be the last one I'm going to show you for today. So hopefully you enjoyed this little showcase. Definitely more coming. A lot of M2s in the collection, so I'll be glad to show you more when we get to that point. Until then, don't hesitate to comment which was your favorite, any kind of feedback or requests on future content in the comments below. Additionally, if you liked this content and you'd like to be advised of future updates, don't hesitate to subscribe and hit that like button if ever this was to your liking. On that note, I will wish you a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.